Smartphones, electric cars, and laptop batteries, what do they all have in common? They all rely on cobalt. And 70% of the world's cobalt comes from one place, the Democratic Republic of Congo. Yet the DRC is one of the poorest countries on planet Earth. So how is it possible that Africa powers the digital revolution and yet Africa is locked out of the wealth produced by this revolution? You see, cobalt is mined in southern Congo and then it is exported. It is exported mostly raw to be refined in China. From there, it enters global supply chains to supply Apple, to supply Samsung, Tesla, Microsoft. And so by the time cobalt becomes a battery, the value has multiplied 1,000 times over. So it's no longer what was mined in Congo. It has become so much more. So Congo supplies the mineral and others control the processing. Others control the pricing. Others control the technology. And Congo is just looking like, is this what we sold to you guys or is this something else? So the problem is really not demand if you think about it. The problem is structure. Right there in Congo, the mines are owned and controlled by foreign companies. I mean, they're coming to your own country to control your own mines. As if that is not bad enough, Congo has limited refining capacity. And then there's weak enforcement of labor and environmental standards. And like we've been talking about, there are very few buyers. So the market is not open to the world. As if all these things are not bad enough. Informal mining in Congo exposes children and communities to danger. Because they are the ones mining it. You hear free Congo, free Congo, free Congo. This is what they are talking about. Everybody is using smartphones. I'm recording this on a smartphone, but yet the people who are mining the raw materials, they're in danger. And yet everybody turns a blind eye to it. Big brands, they claim ignorance. If this was not in Africa, something would have been done about this danger. But because it's Africa, I mean, they can just die and they can suffer and die. Nothing is going to happen. But here's the good part. I'd like to believe Congo is not powerless. The government has begun raising royalties on these minerals and they have started restricting raw cobalt exports. So you don't just mine and export. There are levels, there are steps to these things. It is being restricted now. We own the cobalt, so let us do something about how it is exported. The government also is now pushing for local processing. And like I've been saying, unity, unity, unity. Zambia and the DRC, they are now collaborating on battery value chain. It's very, very important. Come together and build something. You cannot do it individually. It is not possible. And you see, the reason why all these things matter is because Africa does not actually need to dominate the whole tech stack. No. You just need to dominate the beginning stages. Yeah, the beginning of the value chain. If you can get a hold of it, I mean, come on. And so what does real progress look like if you think about it? Like we've talked about already, mandatory local refining. Before you export, make sure you have refining centers. Build your ecosystem. And then you have regional battery hubs, not isolated projects nationally. They are not going to work. What about strong labor? Progress looks like strong labor and environmental enforcement. And then you partner with these organizations. Don't ask for handouts. You see, the digital future cannot be built on invisible suffering. Let's just see it as it is. Invisible suffering cannot be what powers our digital revolution. Africa must negotiate from a place of strength. We must negotiate from a position of power because we actually own these things. Not desperation. A lot of African governments are too desperate. Come from a position of strength and they will see you as equals. They refuse to, but they would have to. The world's clean energy future runs through Africa. The question is Africa going to be a supplier or is Africa going to be a partner? You see, cobalt is leverage for Congo. What Africa does with it is very, very, very important because that is what will shape the next century. And it's up to us. It is in our hands. Are we going to allow them to keep extracting and extracting, or are we going to stand our ground and say enough is enough? It's about time we review a lot of these things. It's about time.